Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tony and I am currently playing Super Mario World, right? Is that what it's called? For the Nintendo, what is it? Super Nintendo, for the Super Nintendo. So, hello, I'm sorry that I have not uploaded in a month on my channel. I was originally going to start a Minecraft series. My daughter was going to teach me how to play it, and then I was going to do like Minecraft videos where I just kind of play Minecraft and then just like kind of talk about stuff, like kind of story times, I guess, sort of. But my daughter has not had the time to teach me to play Minecraft, and when I suggested, that I like teach myself, oh, she was not having it. That broke her heart. So once we have the time for her to teach me, I'll do it. But for now, I'm just going to play this game just so I have something to put on my channel, you know? And normally, like, my children have supervised visitation with their father every other Sunday for about 4 hours. So normally, that's when I spend my time recording. But I had been trying to wait so I could do, you know, like I said, so I could do Minecraft. And that shit. That's not how you do that. And then, last week I was going to do it, or not last week, but the last week that they had their visitation. So, like, the weekend, not last weekend, but the weekend before. I was going to record, but I spent like the entirety of the 4 hours that they were gone with their father trying to find a good game to play, like on Steam or whatever, and I could not find anything. So I just decided to stick with this. And then today, like their visitation is from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It is 4 o'clock right now. I've spent the last hour, because I went grocery shopping first, but I've spent the last hour trying to figure out how to get OBS to work with my new headphones. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to tell you guys the dumb mistake that I made and the reason that it was not working, but I'll just tell you guys that I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. So. But it's okay because I've got it working now. So I do apologize if the audio is like terrible for this, like if it's way too loud or if it's way too anything. I am sorry. I did everything that I could. I couldn't get the game capture to work at first. I couldn't get the audio to work. Like, oh my gosh, it has just been an absolute mess with this thing, let me tell you. So, yay. But yeah, so now I'm recording. I've got about, I don't know, an hour and a half that I can record before I have to stop and go pick my children up from my mother's. That's where their supervised visitation is. But yeah, so that is what is happening in my life. I have to sell my house, like in my divorce. So I have had like realtors, and I've had to like be on the phone with my lawyer constantly, and just, oh, let me tell you, it is a pain in the, whoops, it is a pain in the butt to get divorced. But that's okay. Okay, I just love Yoshi so much. Like, honestly, this game is so much fun. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should talk a lot more, like, in my recordings than I was when I was playing games like Sally Face, because, yeah, I know. Because this game isn't really, you know, you don't really need to follow a storyline. It's just kind of mindless, oops, mindless playing. So, I don't know. Like I said, I've had a lot of meetings with lawyers, or not meetings with lawyers, phone calls with my lawyer, a lot of meetings with realtors, a lot of, like, the biggest problem is, I have a PPO against my soon-to-be ex-husband, because, he has, like, our divorce was due to domestic violence. And so I do have a PPO. So it makes it, which if you don't know, that stands for Personal Protection Order. So that makes it so that it is a lot more difficult for us to do things like sell the house or like discuss child custody or things like that, because we can't speak at all. He cannot speak to me. We cannot go near, like he cannot go anywhere near me or the house. Like he can't even come anywhere near the house. He can obviously see the children because there's children, but he can't come near me or the house. And so that kind of makes, you know, I mean, it's necessary, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset about the PPO. I'm the one who wanted it. But it does make it, you know, a little bit more difficult. I don't want to say too much, simply because we're still going through a divorce, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be talking about it too much before the divorce is actually final. But, you know, it's kind of a little bit of a mess. And of course my children are texting me nonstop the whole time they're at their visitation, saying they want to come home and they want me, and, you know, so that kind of makes it a little bit difficult too. But, you know, they're okay, they're fine. It's 4 hours. Like, they will survive 4 hours with their father, I assure you of that. Let's see. Yay! But anyway, so I don't know, not a whole lot going on in my life. My sister was living here. I don't know if I'm sure that I said that during Sally Face because, oh my gosh, that was stressful. She had gotten thrown out of her house where she'd lived for like 7 years or something, like a long time. She should not have been thrown out of this house, but she was. She was thrown out of this house illegally, but you know, she didn't really, for whatever reason, she decided not to take the steps that she could have taken to do something about the fact that she was illegally evicted. But anyway, she was illegally evicted from this house, and December 5th that she actually showed up on my doorstep. That is her birthday. Showed up at like midnight with both of her dogs and her son, who is the same age as my son, so he's 11. Well, yeah, he had just turned 11. And they were here, well, her son and one of her dogs was here all the way up until like a couple weeks ago. She didn't really stay here. She stayed with the guy that she's like dating or whatever, which is where her and the kid and the dogs are now. My nephew, I keep saying the kid, but it's my nephew. That's where they are now, but they were here for a long time, and it was stressful because like the dogs didn't like my cat. So, you know, that was hard. Plus, she was never here, so, you know, I was taking care of the dogs myself and her child myself, which her child, whatever, that's no big deal. But the dogs were kind of a pain in the butt because she doesn't feed them dog food. She feeds them people food. So I was expected to, like, cook them scrambled eggs for breakfast and, like, rice and just, like, all this stuff. And it's like, no, dude, like, not something I really want to do. Thank you anyway. But, yeah, so, that was kind of a pain in the butt, but, you know, whatever. I'm very, very glad that they're gone now because it is a lot less stressful in my house. It has been a huge change, like, with everybody in the house. Like, even between, like, my husband leaving, because, you know, that him being here was a stressful situation that, again, I'm not going to get into details about that, right now with an impending divorce, but eventually I'll share some of the stuff that happened with that. But either way, it was kind of a stressful situation with him here. And then once he was gone, he was arrested in October 13th he was arrested. So from October until my sister came, it was a lot less stress. And then my sister came and stress was back again, and now that my sister's gone, it's definitely a lot less stressful. Now the biggest stress is just the fact that I have to get the house ready and sell it, and that honestly is not, I mean, it's stressful, don't get me wrong, it's stressful to sell your house and whatever, but it's not anywhere near as stressful as the other stuff. Like, as bad as that sounds, like you'd think that selling my house would be super stressful, but I mean, it's sad, don't get me wrong, I love this house, and I'm sad that we have to sell it, but, like, everybody keeps telling me that I should, like, try to keep the house, and it's like, okay, maybe a judge would let me keep the house, because I do have sole custody of the children, so there's a chance that they would let me keep the house at least until my youngest son graduates. But what is wrong with me? But I feel like that's unfair. You know what I mean? Like, even though things were bad with my husband the last, few years, he still spent quite a long time helping pay for this house, and, it's his house just as much as it's my house. So why should I get the house just because I got custody of the children? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's unfair to do, to just like take his house and then he just gets nothing. And like, I could have bought him out, but at the time we were switching mortgage companies, so my credit was not where it needed to be. Now, of course, my credit's where it needs to be now that the new mortgage company is reporting, but it's a little bit too late because the judge has already ordered us to sell the house. So whatever. But either way, like, I'm not gonna, I don't know, I feel like some people are kind of vicious with that, like everybody's like, oh, well, he did this to you and he did that to you, and yeah, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. He did terrible things. Like, he put the kids and I through hell, honestly. But it doesn't mean that I should just take everything and, I don't know. What is wrong with me? So, I don't know. I feel like some people are a lot harsher than they should be, I guess. I don't really know how else to put it. Like, I don't know how to word things properly, but, oh, whoopsie. Screwed that one up, that's for sure. I know there's a button I can push to make that thing fall down. I think it's select, I gotta find out. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's my divorce drama. That's enough of that. Nobody really cares about my divorce. It was definitely quite a thing that's been going on around here. Definitely a very interesting last almost 6 months, I'd say. Okay, why do I suck at this so much? There we go. Okay. Whoopsie. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Oop. I don't know what else to talk about. Like, I honestly don't really have anything going on in my life aside from taking care of my children and, getting my house ready to sell and doing all that kind of stuff. I don't go anywhere. I'm definitely not dating. I'm never dating again. Did you guys know? Some of you watching this probably don't know because Facebook isn't cool anymore unless you're old like me. But when you are single, Facebook reverts to a dating app. I shouldn't say reverts to a dating app. It adds like a dating section onto it. And you can't make it go away. Like, it says that you can decline it, but it never goes away. Like, it won't leave you alone. It wants you to date. And it's really annoying because I am not interested in dating ever again. Like, that's not something that I want to do. So I literally, because I had changed, like, my lawyer told me that I needed to block my husband on Facebook, like, unfriend him, block him, all that. And block anybody in his life that could potentially give him information about me. Because someone was like giving my husband information about me and my children. So my lawyer told me that I had to block him. So I did. Oh, I need Yoshi for this part. So I did, and then because I like made myself single, like to unlink our marriage or whatever, this dating thing popped up, and I was so annoyed by it because I don't want to date, so I don't need a dating thing on Facebook. That I literally changed my Facebook status back to married, but I just don't have myself married to anyone, obviously, and have have it private or whatever, because I was so annoyed that Facebook was trying to make me date. Anyway, that's enough of this particular recording. Again, I do apologize if the audio is weird in any way. Please let me know in the comments if it's terrible so I can try to figure out how to fix it. But there will be multiple recordings because I record a whole bunch, like at once. So I apologize. I really, really, really hope that it's not too bad. If it is, I don't know what to do. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, let me know what you think. Tell me if there's anything you want me to talk about. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Bye.